Hi guys, my name is Kirsten and I'm shooting my video today from the Pacific Northwest. This is Coco and right there is Katie, and these are two of my 6 goats. We have a small farm here about an hour away from Seattle where we keep goats and chickens, and I've been using essential oils with my animals for about 3 years now. I'd like to share some of the tips and things that I use for my animals' skin. Our animal skin is very different than our skin, right? I think we've established that already this week. And we know that we need to dilute our our oils down so that they can be safe to use with our animals. I'm going to share with you my recipe for our flea, tick, and mite collar that we use, as well as talk about keeping our coop clean and what I do for cuts and little boo-boos that our animals get. Let me show you guys, I keep outside in my barn. I keep oregano, lemongrass, melissa, helichrysum, breathe, peppermint, eucalyptus, tea tree, clove, rosemary, copaiba, and on guard. I use these to regularly mix up different tinctures and different sprays. I like to reuse these bottles from like the On Guard hand sanitizer, and this is a Serenity linen mist. Hey guys. All right, come on. I don't want these guys to come hop up on my bench here while we're talking. So why don't you guys go out real quick, okay? I'll play later. The young goats can be so curious, and one just hopped up here on my bench while I was getting ready to shoot your guys' video. Okay, so I mix up all kinds of things with these oils, guys, and they have some great properties, not only for our animals' immune systems, for their digestive systems, as well as for keeping them free of all different pests in their living area and on their bodies. The first thing I want to share with you guys today is my tick collar, my flea collar, my mite collar. It kind of does great with all of these little critters that love to live on our animals' bodies. I take their regular collars off and I create a mixture that's half a teaspoon of rubbing alcohol with 1 drop of lemon, a drop of cedar wood, a drop of lemongrass, and a drop of lavender. And so these 4 things together really repel the mites and the pests in a way that I really appreciate, in that I haven't had to treat any of them for these things in quite a while. I also have a little spray of the same mixture here, and for my goats, whose bodies are bigger than my cats, who also wear these flea collars, I will take 1 spray and spray it on their tailbone about once a month when I bring them inside here for their checkups and for trimming their hooves. When you put that on, you'll find that the ticks and the fleas and the mites, they do not like the aroma, whereas I appreciate it, and I find my animals smell really good when we snuggle and when I come and brush their fur. I also use oils for little cuts and scrapes that my animals get. Those are inevitable on the farm when the animals are sticking their noses and pecking at things all over the place. I have this spray bottle here, which has 3 drops of helichrysum, which is wonderful skin regeneration. I also have tea tree and oregano in here. Antiviral, antibacterial, antifungal, right? We don't want anything infecting our animals' cuts. And I also keep a drop of lavender in there, and that is to soothe the skin as it heals. Our chickens are so small, I don't spray this directly on them. I'll take a cloth and I'll wipe their little area that's injured, and then I'll spray this directly onto the cloth and then wipe the animal's injury. For the goats, I'll wipe it the same, but then I'll spray this on it, and I'll do this twice a day with either animal for about 3 to 5 days until I see that the skin is healing really nicely and that it's doesn't have any type of irritation or redness, okay? I also use these products to keep my animals healthy as far as where they're living and where they're sleeping, right? These things will help to repel our pests and any things that will climb onto their skin and just give their body a hard time. I want to refer to you guys to a wonderful book for animals called the ADR Essentials for Animals, and that's the Animal Desk Reference. You can find this on Amazon, and I'd show you my copy, but I have lent it out to someone, so sorry I don't have that for you here today. As you guys work with your animals and love your animals, you'll find problems that you come up with from time to time. My chickens get colds every once in a while. They'll sneeze and their nose will run, and I actually keep this here, has 5 drops of Breathe and the rest is water, and I spray it underneath my animal's wings, applying it topically as well as on the chest of the bird so that they can breathe that scent in and open up their airways. Applying animals' oils topically is sometimes more difficult than on people because their feathers and their fur are in the way, but I actually think that's a good thing because it really helps us to not overdose our animals, right? The oils will stay on their fur, will stay in their feathers, will help them to be able to breathe in the aromas of our oils to help keep them healthy. As you have new issues that you're working with, I encourage you to do some research, ask a person or a friend that's also probably dealt with that, and to do your best to treat your animals naturally. Bye guys.